Great jacket. The jacket
He
rules.
never takes it off.
The jacket
Every day
rules.
he's got it off.
The jacket rules, man. The jacket's the greatest. All right. Later on, I'm going to talk to you about Texas and Texas A&M, which was awesome, and you and Arch and all that stuff. There's so much great football to talk about. But what happened, Baldy? What was that on Friday?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things to look at. I mean, it's a 10-9 game into the fourth quarter. It's anybody's game. You know, you turn the ball over twice in the third quarter, right? You throw an interception, which was costly because it was a bad throw. It was a bad decision. Byard's a thief. Like, he leads the league in interceptions. That's what he does. It's interesting. Two of the best players on Chicago's defense are former Eagles, you know, and Kevin Byard and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, I know.
Interesting when I see it. But anyways, that'd be good if one of the safeties for the Eagles could take the ball away. But anyways, you know, and then you get the ball, you know, literally, I think the Eagles should have learned something from their victory against the Giants when Kayvon Thibodeau ripped the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands on a tush push. I'm all for the tush push in the league. I'm all for it. That's a 3rd-and-1 play, cuz, at the 12-yard line. Like, sometimes it'd be good if you just knock somebody off the ball. Like, that's what short yards and goal line used to be. That's what the Bears did to the Eagles. They just knock you off the ball. And so you can kind of actually, like, use that as a crutch. Maybe we don't have to actually physically whip people. We have this little play, 3rd-and-1, 4th-and-1, goal line, short yards. We'll just go to it. Except Nahshon Wright had a different feel, and the umpire saw the whole thing. Like, he threw the beanbag down before he blew the whistle. That was a live play. Thibodeau did the same thing. The Giants got screwed on that play. But they should have learned from that, you know, you better protect that ball in this situation. Like, I think the Bears looked at the Giants and said, we could do the same thing, like, if he's like that. But, you know, it's 3rd-and-1.
It's a great point. Great point.
It's 3rd-and-1. I mean,
just go get the yard. Give it to Barkley. This is a Bear team with 3 backup linebackers. Just go give it to Barkley.
Not even backups. DeMarco Jackson is the 3rd-team linebacker.
Yeah.
And Amen Agbagmamiga is the 3rd-team. Like, they're out their top 4 guys.
Yeah, go get the yard.
Because, I mean, they're not a good run defense. They haven't been. They're a little undersized. Grady Jarrett's an undersized guy. He's in his, 10th, 12th year. Like, run right at him. But anyways, so they turned the ball over. And then they had no answer for the blitz zero looks that they got. You know, I mean, honestly, it happened, you know, the incompletion to Smitty. Like, Goddard, they didn't cover Goddard. They blew the coverage. Like, he's running down the field, waving his arms. But it's okay. You want to pick a side, but make the completion. Smitty's going to score on the play. Like, they had, you know, they ran that blitz zero again on 3rd down, and, you know, there's A.J. Brown right in the middle of the field, wide open. In fact, the play is for him. They literally are clearing out from the twin side, and they want A.J. on a cross, and if he catches it in stride, he's going to score. He's just going to get that speed that he can get worked up. And the quarterback, I don't know, he's looking right at him. I don't know why he doesn't throw it. He just doesn't throw it. And then he holds it, and then he tries to, like, dump it to Goddard, and, you know, it's a stop. Like, it's you know, there's just too many. They just don't execute at all. And then one thing that just kind of bugs me is they just play so slow. Not because they're slow, but they get to the line of scrimmage, and then they just sit there. You know, and then you snap the ball and they just sit there, you know, and there's no rhythm.
None.
At all, ever. One drive when they went down the field.
In that drive, how many times I screamed at tempo, Baldy? I mean, I screamed at you, tempo.
But not just, okay,
rhythm.
2 minutes full tempo. I'm just saying, like, get it in some kind, like, they're all over there going, you know, you hear all these reports, or, oh, we gotta change, we gotta figure this out. Well, I see what they're doing. Like, they're trying new for like first play, 3rd quarter. You know, we'll put 2 backs in the backfield. We'll fake it to one. We'll throw it to Barkley, except Barkley doesn't know the ball's coming. And it looks like something one of your kids would do.
Yeah.
In Pop Warner.
Yeah.
You know, it looked awful. So they're trying new things, but honestly, they're sitting there scratching their heads. Oh, we got to design a new up. Well, how about if you just played with some tempo? Like just got some people on their heels, like just got into some kind of a rhythm. They don't even try to do it. And as an offensive lineman, honestly, I hate that. You're sitting there in your stance for 20 seconds. You know, you got Montez Sweat on your nose. He's a good player. Like, you want to sit there and, now you're like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. You're like, don't jump off sides. Don't jump off sides. Like, you're just holding your water forever.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, I'm watching the Bills with 2 backup tackles go run up and down Pittsburgh, right? Like,
most rushing yards ever against the Steelers.
I'm watching all around the league. I see offensive adjustments to make all to compensate for injuries and all kinds of things. I get nothing out of them. I get nothing imaginative. I get no execution. It's just bad. It's bad.
Tight ends aren't blocking worth a darn. Backside blocks are as important as frontside blocks. And they had a couple decent runs in the first half. 5 yards, 6 yards. Okay, they creased them a little bit. But the backside cutoff blocks, I mean, they can't. They don't have anybody that can do it.
No,
you might as well just put a third tackle in.
No, again, why isn't Latu in there? Well,
he's better. I mean, he's a better blocker than I don't know what happened to Goddard, but he's not a good blocker right now. Calcaterra is not a good blocker.
Well, Calcaterra's never been a good blocker.
Oof. Yeah. So, I mean, they're limited there for sure. So it'll be interesting to see, this week what they plan on doing against the Chargers, who played a great game last week. But I don't know what, Herbert's status is. He's got, his left hand is all messed up, but it looks like he's probably going to play. But still, I mean, that at least in that offense, they have imagination, like in the run game, in the formations, and the things that they do. They ran a quick toss against the Raiders, and that Kamani Vidal went 56 yards. I mean, it's a perfectly executed play, but it's a good design, really good design. If I was the Eagles, I'd do that to Saquon.
So what about the pass game, Baldy? Because that's just a complete mess. Where is the fix with the pass game?
So let's just. I mean, I could go play by play, but Jalen is really late with the ball. For example, they've got a 3rd and 6 last week, and the third down was, obviously they weren't good on third downs, but it's 3rd and 6, and AJ is coming on a cross, shallow cross. Everybody runs it. It's good against zone. It's good against man. All right, and Jalen gets it to him, but it's late. And by the time he gets it to him, the defender is right on top. Kyler Gordon's right on top of him. And then it wasn't a perfect throw where he can drop his shoulder and run. He's got to stop. And then he gets tackled for 3 yards. He got to punt. Like and then, I don't know what AJ is doing on a crossing route, but he kind of pulls up and the ball's incomplete. You can tell Jalen's ticked. Like, he's like, what are you doing? And I don't know if you see Dotson coming right at him. And that's why he pulled up. But the ball's thrown to a spot. One of the few times it's actually thrown on time into a spot. And then the receiver. So it's a little bit of everything. I mean, the quarterback's got to be sharper. He's got to see it better. He's got to be more accurate. You got to go route to Devontae Smith down the field. The ball, I don't know how windy it was out there. Ball just hanging up there, vastly underthrown. I mean, he's just running right by the corner. So it's a little bit of everything right now, cuz. But, I would expect the teams are going to play him a lot more blitz zero and just play that shell and see if they can get the right route combination, if he gets the ball out of his hands. But I'd get a free hitter coming right at him because he's I don't know if he's going to throw it on time against that look.
No.
Baldy, I'm looking like how did this offense, they beat the Rams, they scored 33 on the Rams, 31 on the Buccaneers, and they come out of this bye and they can't score like 20 points. Like what changed?
I mean, every game is different, right? You see, so like in the Ram game, it was 26-7 at halftime, and they had to come out and throw it, and they went after Emmanuel Forbes. Other teams have done that. They did it last week to Forbes as well. That's how Carolina won. They scored 2 touchdowns against him, but and he's had a good season for them. But it's a weakness for him. And, they had to throw it. They were backed up against the wall, and now, they blocked the 2 field goals late in the game to win it. But, yeah, they had to come out and throw it, and they had to be serious about it. And, Lane's in there at right tackle. Like, You got, Fred Johnson's their third guy. If they got to go extra protection, they had the full complement up front. And I think maybe, the left guard and center were probably a little healthier week 4 against the Rams. That's just that week,
Yeah, it's just weird because they beat really good
Yeah,
teams.
but again, that was what Baldy did. They were forced to come out and just play free, right? Like, it was just go, let's go. Like, it was it. It feels like there's a confidence thing here. Also, the design is just garbage sometimes. Like, I see 2 receivers in the same spot. I saw a lot of that on Friday. Like, that design is just poor.
Yeah, I would say that was an issue a couple of times. If you're running crossers, you don't run at the same depth.
No.
Or in cuts. You don't run because you're going to bring the defender right to you. You run them at different depths. And, the time that AJ pulled up, Dotson's coming right at him. That was a little bit odd. So it's just,
they were screwing up levels. The most basic.
You see it every week.
Like,
it
the
feels
most
like
basic routes. They screw up levels. How do you screw up levels?
Well, how do you screw it up is that it's just not emphasized enough. The detail of that isn't good enough. Like, it has to be the precision of a diamond cutter when you're running these routes against these coverages. Because honestly, everybody runs a lot of the same stuff in this league. It's just how well you run it, and then when you run it. And everybody runs these speedo routes off play action, max protection, various combinations of it, but everybody has some of it. If you're running it into, a 7-man zone, it's going to be tough to, some teams play it better. The route combinations, post dig, some free safeties come and drive on the dig and take it away, make you throw the post. And then a lot of this stuff it's just a question. Like, I watched the Patriots last night. They don't do anything wrong, like they execute. It makes it actually look easy when you execute.
It's unbelievable, right? And the kid is just awesome. I love watching the kid throw.
But I was talking to him a couple weeks ago before the Tampa game. He's like, Baldy, I wish you could just come into our meeting and listen to Josh just grill us on this stuff. He goes, there's just no, like, it is pounded into our brain about, like, the level of the detail, what you're accountable for, what you have to know. Like, it's just, it's relentless, but he goes, but it pays off. Obviously it pays off. I mean, they had a backup left guard,
ding.
And a backup left.
Ding.
But it was,
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
but they had a backup left guard and a backup left tackle, in the game yesterday against the Giants, and you wouldn't know it. You simply wouldn't know it. Vidarian Lowe was not a good player last year, but you see in player development, and I see, I don't know, like, Zach Bowen was all-world last year. He was easily my choice for the defensive player of the year. Like, he doesn't look like the same player to me right now.
Yeah,
we're going around. We're kind of like just.
But you said something I thought was in relation to the Patriots, like the detail. You got an OC that's hammering his guys, right? I don't get the sense that is how it works here. In fact, I know a lot how it works, and that's not how it works here, right? Like, listen. You got an OC problem, you got a quarterback problem, like, with those two together, and one guy wants to go, dude, I've been here, I've already won, I got it licked. Like, I saw it before, like, with the Wentz situation. It's weird because it's eerily similar to the end of Wentz.
Well, it's very similar to 2 years ago too. It's very, very similar in all 3 cases. It's the same thing because we're all sitting there and then they don't have no answers, and it's worthless listening to any press conference because they're all saying the same thing. You could play the same sound bites that they were playing with Wentz, or the same sound bites that Nick was saying 2 years ago. Like, they're saying the exact same thing. It's on me. I got to be better. Like, they're saying the same thing. Nobody is pointing. Okay, great. Nobody's pointing fingers. Great, but like, somebody should,
It's true. So I let me go to your trained brain. what's the fix? What's the answer? Like, what would you do in a world where Baldy is in charge? What does Baldy do?
Well, the first thing I would do is I would work on fixing the run game. And so I would literally eliminate, I would go into the game playing with 4 runs. And all I would do all week long is execute those 4 runs against every possible look that the Chargers can give you. Whether Derwin James is in the box, whether Deion Henley is in the A gap, whether pick a guy, Tuli Peloto is at tackle, or like I would execute 4 runs. I remember when the Buffalo Bills were going to Super Bowls under Marv Levy, they literally had 5 runs in the whole, like every week. But all we did in every individual drill was just go through we just walked through every single look and how we're going to block it. We're going to combo this. We're going to scoop this. We're going to fold this. Like, we had every imaginable changeup to actually, and then every time it's just, he knew exactly where we were going to be. I would literally thin it down to 4 runs, and I would execute my outside zone, my inside zone, my inside zone. I'm getting 2 double teams on the tackles. Like, I'm going foot to foot, shoulder to shoulder, and we're going to get movement, because I don't see movement up front. I don't see anybody moving. All right. So I would go at the Chargers. All right. And I would get movement at the point of attack. Like, that's where I would start. I would start with that. I would, and then I would go play action off that. I would go play action, screen away, screen 2. Like, I'd have my screen game up.
Would you have Jalen on the center?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense.
So,
yeah.
I mean, that's where I would start, because the run game is bad.
Yeah.
3rd and 1, knock somebody. 3rd and 1, like, it's a 10-9 game. Even if you just kick the field goal there, or you're up 12-10. Like, you got to know that. You got to know this is our moment to take the game. We've turned it over. We overcome the turnovers. The defense did what they had to do. Now let's go take this game. And, like, nobody, they just bugged me that they went tush push on 3rd and 1 against a horrible run defense.
Damn. So what's the matchup like with the Chargers? Now, obviously Herbert is, hurt, the left hand, the surgery, everything else. But they lost Joe Alt, right? Like, you watched against the Raiders, and all they did was hand it off. Greg Roman loves the run game anyway. That's what they do. What's their defense like? Like, like, where are they at? And I'm just wondering about this matchup.
Well, I mean, yes, their 2 tackles are out. They got Trey Pipkins and Jamari Salyer at left tackle right now. That's their 2 tackles. Jamari Salyer is a guard playing tackle. Like, I know what that feels like. I had to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you just do the best you can. He's not a left tackle, but he's doing but he's a good athlete. Bozeman inside. Mackay played last week. He was horrible. He doesn't look like he's in shape at all. But anyways, but they pounded the ball, and the Raiders had been a pretty good run defense. They pounded it on them, and then they've got a couple of rookies. This Gadsden, number 86, and this Trey Harris from Ole Miss. Like, they're both really good players, and then Ladd McConkey can beat anybody one-on-one. Like, he's just, and then Keenan Allen is their all-time leading receiver. So, like, they've got, but ultimately they want to run the football and pound you. That's what Harbaugh wants to do. They've got two basic defensive tackles, Matlock and 42. Like, they're basically defensive tackles playing fullback and F-back. And they're just lead blockers, protectors. It's pretty basic. But they do a lot in the run game of how they execute the run game. And then Herbert is just very mobile. Like, he's a hard guy to get down to the ground. He's big. He's really big. The touchdown pass he threw over the middle, it was
to
like
Johnston.
Crosby's all over him.
Yeah.
And he's still throwing it.
Yeah. All right. Cowboys, Lions. Cowboys nobody's hotter. This is going to be an epic game, and it's really going to have a play here, because if the Cowboys win again in Detroit, the Eagles could get tight.
Oh, yeah.
Since October 5th, the Lions have not won back-to-back games. They've won one, lost one, won one, lost one. They lost on Thanksgiving. So the rhythm says that they'll win this week against Dallas. Now, that's just nonsense. They have nobody that can cover George Pickens. Nobody. So that's where I would start. Like, if I'm Dak, I'm like, okay, I know if I block up Hutchinson, which you can block up, and you give Dak time, he's going to carve him up. So then it's a question of, can Detroit's offense get rolling? And, I don't know what Amon-Ra St. Brown's status is. Laporte's out for the year. Like, they're down some guys right now. So then it's a question of, can Jahmyr Gibbs do what he did like to the Giants 2 weeks ago and just run through them? The run defense has gotten better. Linebackers are new. Defensive tackles are new. Jadeveon Clowney's a bitch out there. Like, he's just running around with his hair on fire, playing hard. So Dallas looks like, this is made for them to go up there and win.
You and Arch on Friday, it was awesome, man. That was cool. And the kid, God bless him, what a second half he had.
It's really it really just goes to show that everybody has to play. The only way you get better is by playing. If you go and watch Archie against Ohio State week 1, 13 weeks ago, he wasn't very good. He wasn't very good against Florida. They couldn't protect him at all. He was sacked. But all I see him do is get better. Like, his decision-making, the accuracy, the touch, the confidence, what coaching does to a kid, like, all that matters. Now he's got 12 games under his belt. Now, if they get to the playoffs, they could be a problem if they could get in there. But they've beaten 3 top teams in this league. And to go take down undefeated A&M the way that they did, like, that defense has nothing but, I talked to those kids at A&M. They're nothing but athletes, like speed. And he ran right through them, outran everybody. That Will Lee, like, that kid can run with the wind. He ran right by him on that, game clinching touchdown up the middle. Yeah. He's strong. Yeah. Like, he's fundamentally sound. Like, I almost want to take the name off the back of the jersey. It's not fair, because let the kid just become him. He's a 10-time better athlete than Peyton or Eli.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look the way his decision making of when to run now, he's getting much better with that. Because before,
he knows how to extend.
He was so quick to bail.
Yes. He's much more patient like that. Sark keeps saying that he's, like, really maturing. I guess that means he's just more seasoned. And so he's seeing things better and where to go with the football and when to kind of, like, just throw it away and punt the ball and let the defense, like, all that stuff, like how to win he knows how to win a game right now. But I mean, I saw Herm Edwards out there. His daughters go to Texas, and we're just looking around, going, "There's no atmosphere anywhere."
It's
like, it
awesome,
was 105. Man. It was unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, they must have 300 band members.
Yeah.
Like, the field wasn't big enough to hold the band. There's so many band members.
It's the steer.
It's unreal.
Like, it's the best. Like there's an energy about the whole game. There's a murmur, like, in the crowd, like a din, the entire game. It's just alive.
I feel like, honestly, like, this is how big it is. Like, Bevo's their mascot, right? He's a steer.
Yeah.
Like, he's got his own police escort into the stadium just for the mascot.
I love Bevo.
For the mascot, Bevo's got his own escort.
Yeah.
And then, but, like, honestly,
Bevo rules.
You walk into Darrell K. Royal Stadium, like, you feel like Earl Campbell's somewhere around. Yeah. Like, just hanging around, like, it just, it brings back the ghosts of, Notre Dame, Texas, 1970 for the Cotton Bowl. You just feel it,
Yeah, it's great stuff, man. How about how wild it is too? Lane gets $100 million to go to LSU. $100 million, Baldy.
I'd be better win a championship because they'll turn real fast. When you make that kind of money, the money always travels. It always goes $100 million Lane. It's never Lane Kiffin anymore. It's $100 million Lane. Yeah, so that pressure's on right now. Anyways, guys, I got to run. I got to
do your thing. All right, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
Yep.
See you, pal.